Hello, my friends. My name is Claire, and you stumbled upon Porch Coffee, so please stick around. Hi, friends. My name is Claire, and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here, I make content about what it is like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum and whatever else feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, and I hope that you are, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell. I almost forgot to mention that most of the time I put out videos a few times a week, so click the like and the share. Good morning, everyone. How was your week? If you're new here, I am a late diagnosed autistic lady. Trying to get this number off. I'm a late diagnosed autistic lady who has coffee with you on Monday mornings. Why? Well, for many of us who are on the autism spectrum, it's really hard to have friends. And I am in that boat as well. It's hard for me to make friends. It's harder for me to maintain friends. So I come on here on Monday mornings, tell you about my week, and then you tell me about your week in the comments. And there you have it. Internet friends. Today is a pretty big day for us. I'm kind of excited about it. So I figured we would update the Mug Club board together because we are officially at 201 mugs. Is that what a 2 looks like? Two. I'm putting myself on the spot doing live numbers. 100 and 1, 201. I can't believe it. Never in my life. Well, of course, you know how I get with my delusions of grandeur. I thought maybe when I first put them out, I thought we'd be at like 1 million subscribers by now. So is it less than I originally thought? I'm very excited about this, guys. Can you believe it? It's just been about a year, and we've sold 200 mugs. What is this? I sell mugs to support my channel and to support me. They are Porch Coffee mugs. You can get them at woodshedtheory.com. They have our little logo on them. And when I say our, I must always exclusively mean me, but me as a business. So thank you to everyone who's come along on this journey with us. I mean, are 2 of those mugs mine and my broken one? Yeah, but that's okay. I'm not going to be too strict about counting, but 201 items have gone out, and I can only assume that means that there are at least 200 members out there, and only one of them is my mother. So how do you measure success? Anyway, it's not required or anything, but if you'd like to get a mug, we've got so many different kinds. Maybe one of these days I'll do a montage of all the pictures everyone has sent me, but I'd have to get permission first from the picture senders. But it's so cool that we all get to have coffee together on Monday mornings. So Mug Club is in our hearts, so no pressure, but thanks. 201, 201. Stop singing about it now. We're growing, and we're growing slowly, but that's perfect. Next thing on the schedule for us today is quickly becoming both mine and your favorite part of our weekly porch coffee. I'm going to hand it over to Jen from Neurodivergent for our newest segment of Autism Show and Tell. Take it away, Jen.
It's Autism Show and Tell.
Jen here from Neurodivergent, and currently one of my biggest special interests is mycology, which is the study of mushrooms. I'm lucky enough to live in Colorado, which is home to one of the most diverse mycological habitats in the world. It's estimated that there are between 2,000 to 3,000 different species right here in the very state I call my home. I like to go hiking whenever I get the chance to look for them. I find mushrooms fascinating for so many reasons, and one of those reasons is because identifying them is like trying to solve an intriguing puzzle. But like an algebraic equation, there's a definite answer if you put your mind to it. I oftentimes find myself hyper-focusing for hours, researching guides or scouring the internet trying to identify them each time I discover a new one. It's like being a detective where I'm gathering together a bunch of clues to solve a mystery. And I enjoy the hunt. I get a crazy amount of joy and excitement every time I find one out in the wild. On this day, I found an Amanita muscaria, which is sometimes referred to as the fairy tale mushroom. And we also found a giant king bolete, which is considered to be a choice edible mushroom in the culinary world. So we took it home and cooked it up with dinner. Now, it should go without saying that you should never pick and eat wild mushrooms, especially if you don't know what you're doing. There are a lot of dangerous and confusing lookalikes out there that could make you sick or even kill you. I consult with local mycology experts and have been researching for years, and I still consider myself to be a novice. There are so many more facts I want to info dump about mushrooms, which is what happens when something is your special interest. I only have about a minute to share here, so perhaps another time. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed hearing about my special interest. Thanks, Claire, for letting me be a part of Autism Show and Tell.
Jen, thank you so much. You really are a fun gal. Those are my mycology puns for the day. I was thinking about them while I was making coffee. I love a mycology pun. But really, Jen, amazing video. Thank you for sharing with us. Autism Show and Tell is a segment that we do here where members of my channel send in something that they have as a special interest or a collection or whatever they want to show to share their autistic joy with our community. So if you would like to submit a video, you can become a member, click join, and you can submit through a link that's available to members. We're having a really good time seeing everyone's videos. I think you'll all agree. Make sure to comment down below to tell Jen about how much you love her love of mushrooms. So cool. Mycology, the land I call my home. So, this week, if I had to describe this week, I would say I felt pretty stuck this week. I'm like looking at myself in the viewfinder because I tried to put myself a little bit up higher today because this first few weeks of using the tripod instead of my hand, which is nice, hands-free, but I was shooting kind of like upwards and it wasn't the most flattering angle, but we're trying something new, but it's a little different. Just something I noticed. So yeah, this week I felt pretty stuck and I was just trying to survive it. Decision paralysis, maybe? Do you ever feel like, well, I know you guys have felt like this because a lot of you are like me, but there's so much to do and so much you could do, but nobody's telling you what direction exactly to go in. So you just don't do any of it and it feels impossible. That's how my week was. And I hope it's okay that I share that with you, that's how I was feeling and not perfect and happy and productive. I spent a lot of time, well, snuggled up in a blanket, and the only thing I felt like I could do was play games on my phone. That's a little embarrassing to say out loud, so yeah, I was struggling this week with that. I was able to take care of self-care and kept the house pretty clean, trying to keep up to date with that, which is something I struggle with too. Consistency is hard for me. I'll do good for a little while and then shift my focus, and then I don't see the other things that need to get done anymore. What is my advice for overcoming decision paralysis? I don't know that, guys. It's a little embarrassing. Like, I feel like I should have gotten more content out this week. My advice is to do what you can. So this week I I emailed a bunch of people about being on the podcast. And I worked on, answering some comments, taking care of myself. And that's what I could handle. It doesn't sound like much. Yeah, this is embarrassing to talk about, I guess. I didn't get much accomplished. Let's just sit and have coffee for a second, okay? And just breathe through the awkward embarrassment. Sometimes I just want it to be better. I guess that's not true. Different, better, more productive. I want my channel, my business to be able to be at my forefront and for me to be able to really grow it. And I feel like I hold myself back. Ooh, we're getting personal today on Porch Coffee. I feel like there's a lot of things that hold me back, and it's a struggle. Anything from mental health to autism symptoms. Like, they just don't lend themselves well to being like a highly productive person without burning out. I hate it. I hate that. Hate's kind of a strong word, but I feel like, you ever seen those memes where they're like, once I get my life together, you better watch out. So that's kind of how I felt this week. I need to do better. I just have so many dreams and desires in my life. Things I want to see happen. And to have those happen, I need to be more successful, make more money to fund those things, focus more. So, yeah, in that way I felt a little stuck. I'm hoping, like I always do, I feel optimistic. And the most important thing is that I'm working on my mental health. I know that. But I just want it to all just like gel together for a few weeks so I could just like really get things where I want them. I guess I could talk about, like big goals. I need to do another drop. I haven't done a drop on my Etsy in so long. And I know people are wondering like what's up with that. I'm not quitting. The Etsy is still available, and there's still a bunch of hats up that haven't sold if you're interested. I make, on my knitting machine, I make knit hats, and I also crochet things. I don't know that anything crocheted is up right now, but I need to do another drop and keep that business part alive. Keep that dream alive. I also have another shop that I make where I sell t-shirts on Etsy. It's called Neurodiverse Store, and I'm gonna just not be scared about talking about it anymore on the channel. I think my reason of not talking about it is that at first I was a little nervous because not all the shirts are for everybody, right? Like, there are some that maybe some people might not agree with, or that I think they're for adults, right? They're for autistic adults. And so I've been a little afraid to like share that, but who cares? you're adults too. You don't have to look at the shirts if you don't want to. And there's never any pressure to get anything. But I'd really like to grow that part of my endeavors because it's something I do enjoy. And right now it's just like a few shirts here and there, but I'd love for that to like become a bigger thing and to design more shirts that autistic people really want to wear. So yeah, that's something else I really want to work on. And then there's content, podcasts, sewing, all these different things I want to do that don't feel like work to me. They don't make me feel like I'm burning out. It's just the sometimes when there's so much to do, as I said, I get caught up. I get caught up when there's so much to do on what next, and I just end up going into my hole and staying there. I'm a hermit. What do you guys do when you feel like that? It's hard because I do want to continue to be in business for myself, but I also struggle, and I know people have told me about this in the comments that you feel the same way, but being your own boss is not easy, and it is easier for me when I just have somebody saying like, do this, do that. I mean, that's easy enough. Yeah. So this week, I guess I'll just keep trying. Even to the extent this week, like I sat down, I wrote lists, but nothing came out of it. And I know people have told me that before, that you also write lists sometimes and nothing happens. But at least I got to the list and I was able to clear my mind up in that aspect. Now it's just a matter of execution. I think I should do something where the like due dates would really help, maybe. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully this week is different. I'm excited to update you soon. Hopefully I'll have a video out soon. That's in addition to Porch Coffee. Keep an eye out. Please watch my shorts. Watch my other videos. Enjoy them. That's what they're there for. That's the best way to support anyone who does YouTube. Is all you got to do is watch their video from the start to the finish, and it shows it to other people. It's completely free for you to do that, and helps me out a few pennies wise, and helps other people see it. So I hope you guys have a great day. It was really nice to see you. I look forward to this every week. It's like the highlight of my week, uploading this and reading your comments. So have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Thanks again for 201 mugs all over the world. Oh, all over the world. I need to get a map and do the pins. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.